Hey there guys, DMO73 here, bringing you the spoiler for today. Today we have Valentina and other blue cards, as well as our first special magic stone of the new set. So, let's go ahead and jump right in. So this is Valentina, Plotting Lord of the Seas. She is a judgment cost of 1 water, 2 colorless, and judgment ability of pay blue, pay 1, search your main deck for any regalia, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your main deck. So obviously her abilities are going to center around regalia. That's what the decks that she's going to be involved around are going to do. And then we have her flip side is Overlord of the Seven Lands, Valentina. So this is her when she's finally revealed that she's all corrupted and everything else. So she's an Overlord 7/7. When this card enters your field, reveal any number of 7 Kings J rulers with different names you own from outside the game. This means from your sideboard. This has been confirmed that it has to be cards that are in your side deck, and keep them revealed until the end of the game. This card gains +1/+1 for each card revealed this way, and it gains all of those cards' names and God's Art abilities. I know that a lot of people are really hyped about this because of the fact it's like, oh my gosh, it's so good. You can get all these different regalia, all these different God's Art abilities, but it's only the 7 Kings God's Art abilities, which are all pretty like specific. So like I mainly see, you revealing like 2 or 3. Honestly, I don't really see revealing a ton. Maybe like Rezard, Arla, Melgus, but then she's just a 1k, and her bows, her scythe, and Leviathan get a little bit stronger. Ultimately, I mean, do I think this card is interesting and fun? Yeah, I think this card is really interesting. Do I think that it's going to be overpowered? Absolutely not. Then again, I've been wrong before, but I ultimately don't really see this card being like break the meta like some people are thinking. I think it's just a unique aspect, and I think it really fits in with the story of what's going on. So that's pretty cool. Next, we have our stone, our first stone, which is the Ruler's Memoria. So if you don't control the regalia, excuse me, this card enters your Magic Stone area rested. But if you do control the regalia when it comes into the field, it can tap to produce 1 will of any color. That is really big. The fact that, and thinking about it, you can run 4 of these, so produces 1 whale of any color for free, just as long as you have that regalia out. So if you're playing a regalia, play a little bit of a heavier regalia deck, and then play it, and then you're all set. Honestly, this card just makes me think that a control kind of deck, that isn't 40 cards, so like playing a higher main deck, playing a higher main deck count, and then playing these as well as other, Moonshades, Moonlights, stuff like that, could be possible thanks to this, because of this stone and stuff like that. It's because you want to draw into those regalia, but you also want to have a lot of options for your deck to use for control and all kinds of stuff. So I'm very excited about this stone. And we have a spell chant, Overlord's Baptism. Choose a race. Return all resonators of the chosen race to their owner's hands. And then as long as your J ruler is Overlord of the Seven Lands, Valentina, you can pay 2 Void to play its next God's Art ability rather than pay its cost this turn. So it's a 4-drop spell, so that's pretty hefty, but essentially what it does is it replaces the fee of the next God's Art ability she would use, and you only have to pay 2 for it instead. So that's pretty big. That pretty much, this card pretty much only works with Valentina, but it does have a lot of extra bonus. Only having to pay 2 for a God's Art is rather good. So especially when you have God's Art like Rezard, which cost 5 naturally, so you can make a lot of headway with these cards. Then we have the Invasion Ship, Golden Hind. It is an addition field, which is interesting. Pay 1 blue. You can choose not to recover this card during the recovery phase, and you can tap it and pay 1 blue and 1 white to rest target resonator that doesn't recover as long as the invasion ship doesn't recover. So again, it's that kind of keeping things locked down that blue has kind of become known for. I think that's pretty cool. I think I'm glad that it's a 2-drop cost as opposed to a 1-drop thing to put on. If it was reversed, I could see that being fine as well. But this is fine either way. The fact that you have to use 3 in order to do something is fine. Now we have to find out if invasion ship can lock down multiple cards. So like if it's, you know, you choose to recover it and then target another second thing and rest it, so then is that the first resonator I targeted also rested? We'll have to figure that out, but I think if that does play out, this card could have a serious impact. Then we have the Overlord's Invasion Party, Resonator Soldier. Keep that in mind, it is a soldier, so deep blue, just saying. This card gains +1/+1 for each water magic stone you control. So it's just a simple 2-drop that becomes very, very big based on how much extra strength you have, or how much water you're playing in your deck. And then Valentina's Zealot, also a soldier, 1-drop, 100/500. And you can banish this card. Your J-Ruler can't be targeted by spells or abilities. Again, it's a soldier too, so it can be searched with deep blue. So that's pretty cool. So Atlas decks are also getting a boost through this. So very, very interesting. The artwork is, I don't know, the artwork's kind of lacking in my eyes. Like it's just kind of not as detailed as I would think, but it's cool still. All these cards are still very cool. So there you have it, guys. That is the spoilers for today. Let me know what you think. What you would run these guys in, whether or not you're worried about Valentina or not. And go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, guys, this is DMO73 signing off.